Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wheel of Wisdom, episode number 138. My name is Anisha, and I am an aligned life coach who help women live an authentic and fulfilling life. So, this is a little bit about me, and I would love to know about you, which part of the world you're joining us from. And are you here for the very first time, or have you been here before? So, yeah, feel free to drop in a hi. And until you do so, let me tell you a little bit about this live as to what we do here. Okay. So, we usually start these lives with a meditation, and that meditation is of around 20 minutes. And it is based upon the code that you would have seen when you opened Insight Timer app today. So, we meditate upon that wisdom and feed it to our subconscious mind. And then after the meditation, when we are more open, when our vibrations has been raised, we move on to the next part of this live, which is tapping into the wisdom in a very fun way. So how do we do that? So we have a wheel, okay? And on that wheel, there are names of so many transformational books that I have come across in my own journey. And we spin the wheel selects a book. I ask you guys to pick a number, we do a reading and discuss whatever comes up. So that's a little bit of overview. I will share more details when we get to each part. Hello, Caitlin. Welcome. Happy to have you here again. Thank you for joining. Um, so are you and everyone ready for the meditation, so we can begin with the session? Hello, Nakesha. I am so happy to see you here again. I'm glad that you're enjoying this space. And Nakesha says, good morning, Anisha. Good morning. Okay. So, are you guys ready for a meditation? Have you guys settled in a quiet space? Nakesha says, yes, enjoying this and ready. Wonderful. So, I will take a sip of water. You can too. And then we will begin with the meditation for today. Okay. So let me drop in a message in the comments so that in case anyone joins us during the meditation, they know what is happening here. Okay. so so begin by coming into a comfortable position. You can lie down or sit up, whatever your body needs right now. Arriving in this space, looking around you, feeling present in this space. And once you arrive here fully and are ready to turn inward, notice your eyelids as they get heavier and heavier until they close all the way down. Your eyes are comfortably resting in the sockets, knowing that you can come back whenever you need to. Allow your awareness to rest on your breath. Feeling the air flowing in and out of your nose. Feeling your body relaxing more and more with each exhale. Feel the thoughts in your mind settling, leaving a sense of stillness within your mind. Today, we are going to meditate and absorb the wisdom from a timeless quote. This quote has been given by George Bernard Shaw, and the quote is: a life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. Today's meditation is for anyone who hesitates to act because they fear failure or judgment. It's for those who feel stuck, paralyzed by all the what ifs, or ashamed of past mistakes. It's for those who have been overly critical of themselves and those who judge every misstep very harshly. This meditation is going to speak to all those who measures their worth by success, accomplishment, or a flawless execution rather than by courage, effort, and simple engagement with life. So, if you have ever avoided pursuing a dream, speaking your truth, starting a project, or stepping into a relationship because you might fall, because you might fail, then this meditation will remind you that living bravely and making mistakes is far more powerful than staying frozen in safety or your comfort zone. Life rewards courage, learning, and participation, not perfect execution. Mistakes are not failures, they are stepping stones. They are teachers and sources of growth. Each misstep, each stumble, each experiment reveals strength, skills, and wisdom that would remain undiscovered if we never tried. So, as you let these words settle in, allow your body to completely relax. Each muscle of your body has released any tension it was holding from head to toe. Every single cell of your body is now at complete ease, and you find your body sinking deeper and deeper into the surface beneath you. And your mind is drifting deeper and deeper into an open and relaxed state. So, as you rest here, allow the following affirmations to sink deeper into your subconscious mind. I will repeat each affirmation 3 times. For the first 2 times, simply listen and let those words sink in. And on the third time, you are invited to repeat that affirmation out loud or silently in your mind as if you are whispering it to yourself. So let's begin. Trying is greater than standing still. Action builds my strength and skill. Trying is greater than standing still. Actions builds my strength and skill. Now repeat after me. Trying is greater than standing still. Actions builds my strength and skill. Doing something, even imperfectly, is more useful than waiting endlessly. Doing something, even imperfectly, is more useful than waiting endlessly. Doing something, even imperfectly, is more useful than waiting endlessly. I don't need perfection to begin. Learning starts when I jump in. I don't need perfection to begin. Learning starts when I jump in. I don't need perfection to begin. Learning starts when I jump in. I embrace I embrace imperfection with grace. Each effort finds its rightful place. I embrace imperfection with grace. Each effort finds its rightful place. I embrace imperfection with grace. Each effort finds its rightful place. Doing something beats doing none. Each small attempt shines like the sun. Doing something beats doing none. Each attempt shines like the sun. Doing something beats doing none. Each attempt shines like the sun. Mistakes don't make me less or small. They teach me, guide me, and help me evolve. Mistakes don't make me less or small. They teach me, guide me, and help me evolve. Mistakes don't make me less or small. They teach me, guide me, and help me evolve. Each fall is wisdom in disguise. Lessons open my heart and my eyes. Each fall is wisdom in disguise. Lessons opens my heart and my eyes. Each fall is wisdom in disguise. These life lessons opens my heart and my eyes. I gain insight through each test. Every misstep leads me to my best. I gain insight through each test. Every misstep leads me to my best. I gain insight through each test. Every misstep leads me to my best. I release the fear of being wrong. Each error makes my mind strong. I release the fear of being wrong. Each error makes my mind strong. I release the fear of being wrong. Each error makes my mind strong. Fear won't stop my forward stride. I move with trust and arms open wide. Fear won't stop my forward stride. I move with trust and arms open wide. Fear won't stop my forward stride. I move with trust and arms open wide. I am brave to try. I am brave to fall. Each stumble teaches me to stand tall. I am brave to try. I am brave to fall. Each stumble teaches me to stand tall. I am brave to try. I am brave to fall. Each stumble teaches me to stand tall. I am worthy no matter the fall. Action and courage outweighs it all. I am worthy no matter the fall. Action and courage outweighs it all. I am worthy no matter the fall. Action and courage outweighs it all. I forgive myself when I slip or fall. Love and courage are greater than all. I forgive myself when I slip or fall. Love and courage is greater than all. I forgive myself when I slip or fall. Love and courage are greater than all. A life that moves, A life that tries shines more bright than the one that hides. A life that moves, a life that tries, shines more bright than the one that hides. A life that moves, a life that tries, shines more bright than the one that hides. You did great. And now that we have planted these seeds of wisdom into the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, trust that each time you repeat any of these affirmations, they will continue to grow and impact or bear fruits in your life. And with that knowing, it's time to come back. So, coming back to your body, gently waking it up. So, bringing small movements like wiggling your toes and your fingers, moving your body however it wants to be moved. And whenever you feel ready, taking a deep breath in, and with the out breath, opening your eyes. Arriving back in this space. Welcome back. If you need to, you can hydrate yourself. If you guys feel called to share your experience of the meditation, I would love to hear about it and especially to know which affirmation resonated the most with you. And if you don't feel like typing yet, that's perfectly fine as well. And I see that some new people have joined us while we were meditating. So, a warm welcome to each and every one of you to episode 138 of Wheel of Wisdom. And in just a few moments, we are going to move to the next part of this live, which is about receiving this divine guidance, receiving this message that we need to hear most at this point of our life. Okay, so before we do that, I'm going to go through the lovely comments that are here and then we will dive right in to the wisdom in a fun way. Okay, Karen says, good morning, Anisha. Good morning, Karen. Happy to have you here again. I'm glad that you're enjoying the space. Paul says, good morning. Having troubles with my phone and my app seemed to be giving me trouble as well. Or my accent, I think. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear, Paul, that you're having some trouble, and I hope that it might have, you know, not gotten in the way of um, coming back to a sense of calm. And Paul is saying hi to Nakisha. Okay, let's see you. Welcome, Katie. Welcome, Ranjit. And Katie says wonderful words needed today. I am so happy that you got what you needed from the space, Katie. That means a lot. So thank you for letting me know. Okay, my dear ones. So now it's time to dive into some wisdom. And for that, let me show you guys the wheel of wisdom that we are going to use to select a book. Okay, we have some more lovely comments. So Nicole says, welcome Nicole, welcome back. And Nicole says, yes, I have been feeling deep guilt for my mistakes. Then I'm glad that, you found this practice came to you, this quote came to you at the right time. And I hope that it shifted a little bit of the meaning that you associate with the term mistakes. Because when you acted that way, when you made that choice, you didn't know, at that point, you didn't know what you know now. So, as so, I guess, you deserve that forgiveness at that moment, you know, because we are always trying our best with the kind of energy, the kind of mood, the kind of um, mindset we have. So I hope that you are able to forgive yourself and let go of the pain that you're holding on to. Eve says, feeling empowered through this practice, it shifted my thoughts, beautiful and safe. Ah, two lovely words. I am so happy that you felt safe in the space. That means a lot to me. And empowered at the same time. Thank you, Eve, for sharing your experience. It's lovely to read about it. Okay, so my dear ones, now let us spin this wheel and see what book does the universe, God, spirits, souls, angels, ancestors, divine, whatever you call it, wants to send your way. So, this is our wheel of wisdom, and this wheel contains the name of 50 transformational books that I have came across in my own journey of healing and personal growth. So, before we spin the wheel and this wheel gives us a book, I invite you guys to take a moment and notice what is it that you would like to receive some guidance regarding. So, is there something specific going on in your life regarding which you would like some guidance? Or if there is nothing specific, then would you like to, keep an open mind and, ask the universe, what do I need today? And once you have either thought of something specific or you have set an intention to be open to receiving a wisdom that is for your highest good, let me know by pressing the hearts somewhere here, and then we will spin the wheel. Okay? Paul says, splendid. Wonderful. I'm glad that you are in a nice mood now. With all the phone and tech stuff going wrong. That is definitely irritating. Okay, Michael is ready for the party. So let's spin. So I invite you to hold whatever it is that you would like to receive some guidance on in your awareness. So this is the first time that this book came up, and the name of the book is Arriving at Your Own Door. Arriving at Your Own Door. And this book has been written by Jon Kabat-Zinn, who is the pioneer of Western mindfulness. So let's see what this beautiful book wants to deliver us today. So I am, choosing some numbers to play a game with you all. So give me a second. Okay. So, my lovely dear ones, the instructions for this game are I'm going to ask you guys to choose a number between certain numbers, okay? And I do not want you guys to rush. Instead, I want you guys to take your time and see which number is coming up for you. And then share that number in the comments. And then I will go through all your numbers and see which number is my intuition feeling most called to. Okay? So, in this way, we will get to tap into this collective wisdom so that we all receive a message that would, improve our life that we need to hear most right now. Okay. So, the numbers between which I would like you guys to choose are 13 to 134. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Katie. Anyone else who would like to pick a number? I mean, share a number. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Eve. Okay. So now let me go through all these numbers that you guys have shared and choose a number that my intuition feels called to. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the number that I am feeling most called to is okay, we have another number. Let me consider this one then also. Um, okay, turns out now I'm feeling called to 69, and that has been chosen by Nakisha for all of us. Thank you, dear, for choosing a number. You were just on time. Okay, so let's see what is on page number 69. So, the author, the heading for this one is Awareness Itself. It is awareness itself rather than the objects of our attention that is most important. Can we rest in awareness itself? Be the awareness, the quality of our mind, of our own mind, that immediately knows any movement within itself, any appearance of a thought or feeling, an idea, an opinion, a judgment, or a longing. In awareness, each thought can be seen and known. Its content can be seen and known for what it is. Its emotional charge can be seen and known for what it is. So, as I was reading this, it reminded me of a very popular metaphor that is used in mindfulness, which is related to this, that you are the sky and everything else, are the clouds. So, you are the sky, you are that awareness within those clouds appear, and these clouds can be thoughts, these clouds can be emotions, these clouds can be sensations, these clouds can be, any of the information that you get from your senses. So everything appears and is held in this awareness, in the sky. And remember, no cloud can affect the sky itself. It might get, sometimes it might get a little bit more cloudy, but despite that, we know that the sky has never been touched or impacted by those clouds. And I love how Eve emphasized the seen and known part, and shares that validating it exactly. So, you know, so when we stay in that awareness, we have this immense capacity to hold anything that appears. It can be a white cloud, it can be a dark and heavy cloud, it can be a snowy cloud, it can be a rainy cloud, it can be anything. And we have this spaciousness to hold anything that arises. And when we see ourselves as that sky or as this awareness, when we feel, when we be that awareness, then everything is allowed to come up and we can see it and we can know its true nature. You know, when the author says no for what it is. So, what happens is when we see it, when we validate it, that it's okay, that, it belongs, it's normal to have these thoughts, it's normal to have these emotions, and they have appeared within my field of awareness. And when you see it, when you truly see it, when you truly allow it to be there and witness it, you will notice, you will know what it is, what it truly is. You will see the impermanent nature of these thoughts, of these emotions, and you will see even the most overwhelming feeling or sensation, the most painful sensation, is not solid, is not permanent. It is always changing. And you will experience that rather than me telling you that. You will experience that happening within you. And once you realize that, and once you realize your own capacity to hold whatever it is, then you are free. You're free, you know? Nothing touches you anymore, meaning nothing can change who you are. No thought, whether it is no emotion, for example, someone mentioned the guilt, right? So you can witness the guilt, you can witness the thoughts of guilt for what they are, the regretful thoughts, the memory for what they are. And you can choose to be the awareness and watch it like you're watching a movie. And then once, and just be with it for the whole duration until it changes on its own, until the guilt feeling, you will see it, transform into something. You will, if you might also feel to shower some love upon it because that is part of your nature. And that compassion would emerge naturally when you see yourself, you know, suffering through these thoughts, or when you see how hard it is to experience that emotion which you are running away from, then compassion might emerge. And in that love, the hardest, the solidest, the most painful emotions or sensations transforms. So, so before we move on to the next reading, if you would like to be guided through such a process, then I would like to share with you two resources. The first resource will guide you through that, through how you can be with whatever is arising within you. Um, so let me share them here just in case anyone needs them. So you might see a course here, and in this particular course there is one final lesson in which I have guided you guys through a meditation in which you learn to process it all, to give yourself the validation, the compassion, the space, the patience, whatever it is, that this part of you needs, and to process it and to be the awareness and to be the loving awareness that you are. Okay, so if you want to learn how to be there for yourself, how to be there with your feelings, you can check out the last lesson of this particular course. And if you feel like you can go through the whole course as well. And the other resource, if you want to experience yourself as the awareness, just get a taste of it. Then, okay, let me share here. Yeah. Then you might like this particular, track or meditation. It would help you explore or, get a taste of who you are a little bit. Just dive deeper into it, into this question of who am I? So, yeah, if you would like to experience that, then you can check that out, the depth of who you are. And finally, the third resource that just emerged in front of my eyes, so I'm not going to not share it. So, the third one is if you are really struggling with negative thoughts, and if you want to apply this process of being the awareness with your thoughts, then you can try this. It is a very playful, interesting way, and you will get to experience a lot of people get to experience peace when they try this. So, yeah. So, I hope that any of these resources that I shared resonated with you. And I would love to hear, if this reading resonated with anyone else, especially Nakisha. You know, did it resonated with you at all or not? Feel free to share it. Karen says intrusive thoughts are a big one for me. Thank you for the recommendation. Then I'm so glad that I chose to share it. It just popped in front of my eyes, and I guess it was meant for you, Karen. Okay, so now let us open the wheel again and choose a different book in case you didn't caught what you were looking for. Okay, so my lovely, dear, beautiful people, I invite you guys to hold again in your mind whatever it is that you would like to receive guidance on. Today, a lot of mindfulness is coming up. Maybe the universe is asking us to be more present. I know the universe is asking me to be more present. I have been getting a lot of messages since the last 2, 3 days. But yeah, I guess it is asking you all of the same to be more present, to be more alive, especially since the seasons are changing and, maybe the universe is inviting more stillness, more presence, more awareness, and it wants you to feel more alive. So, the name of the book that came up is Mindfulness for Beginners by Lara Hocheiser. So, I am pretty sure that it is going to be an exercise. Not sure which one, but yeah, let's see what wants to come through. And before I even open the book, there is a comment. So, let me read the comment by Nakisha. Nakisha says, yes, it resonated. I have trouble with staying on course and keep letting negative thoughts in. Yeah, that's understandable. That is, so many people struggle with that, getting distracted by what your mind is telling you, and it takes away your focus and a lot of your energy from what really matters to you, what you want to focus on. And I really hope, the last meditation that I shared with you might help you do that. So yeah, thank you for sharing that, Nakisha. I appreciate it. Okay, so let me open the book and see what wants to come through from this beautiful book. And until then, until I open a book and choose a number, if you guys feel called to, support my work in case anything up until now resonated with you, then you're welcome to make a donation because every single contribution that you make goes towards making a lot of, free resources, whether it is a free meditation, a free session that I provide to women, or, a free course or some other free resources that I've created for people. So yeah, it helps me make all of that stuff. Um, okay, let's open the book. Okay, so my dear lovely people, the instructions again, in some new people joined, so I'm repeating them. I invite you guys, I will invite you guys to choose a number between certain numbers, okay? And I want you guys to see which number are you feeling most called to. Share that in the comments. I will go through all your numbers and pick a number that my intuition is feeling called to. Okay, and let this collective wisdom choose reading for us. So the numbers between which I invite you guys to choose are 23 to 112. Thank you, Sarah, Andrea, Nicole, Wendy, Emily, Nakisha, Jennifer, Jessica. Anyone else who would like to share a number before we begin? Okay, then. So let me go through these numbers and pick a number that I'm feeling most called to. Thank you, Eve. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so the number that I am feeling most called to is 56. And the number has been chosen twice. Okay, so Sarah and Emily chose the same number. Ah, interesting. Okay, so let's see what really wants to come out from page number 56. Hmm. And the heading that came up for all of us is pausing. So, working, studying, parenting, or anything else your day holds can become overwhelming. A little mindful pause goes a long way towards increasing feelings of empathy and compassion. Anything you need to slow down and get steady, heart centered, and focused. So try this heart and belly breath. So, this is the practice that we are going to do together. And you can do this practice at your desk, outside on a bench, or at your sanctuary, wherever you need to slow down. So, take, come into a comfortable position. Close your eyes and turn your attention inward. As you arrive, notice how you are feeling right now. And now, place one hand on your heart and the other hand on your belly. Relaxing your belly, but make sure that you stay seated upright. So, not too rigid and not too relaxed, but gently alert. And as you sit here like this, with your one hand on your heart and the other one on your belly, bring your awareness to the warmth of your hands, connecting with your body. Begin to breathe the smooth, relaxed breaths So allow yourself to breathe slowly and deeply. Noticing your chest and your belly moving rhythmically with each breath. You don't have to go anywhere else or do anything else than just be here and breathe. You might notice your breath getting slower or deeper with each cycle. It's okay to take this pause. Let your mind settle on your breath and the movement of your belly and your chest with each breath. And now you can lower your hands and rest them comfortably in your lap or on your knees. And now notice, how do you feel? Has anything changed about the way you felt? Has anything changed about your inner landscape from when you started? And no matter what you're feeling right now, thank yourself for taking out this time for you to arrive in this moment where life really is. And if your eyes were closed, you can gently open them. And I would love to hear about your experience or the feelings that you had when you started this practice and that you have now as you completed this practice. So for me, I noticed that my body was feeling tight when we started, and now I'm much more relaxed And also, my throat somehow opened up. Earlier, it was a little bit, I don't know, choky or something. Nakisha says very calming. I am so happy that you experienced that calmness. So, guys, if it was calming for you, or if you had a good experience, or even if you didn't, I invite you to give this a try today. Emily says, inner peace. I am so happy that you are in that peaceful state, Emily. And Sarah says, thank you. That was really relaxing, and I feel at ease now. Oh, I'm so, so happy to hear that, Sarah. And since you chose that number, you allowed all of us to experience that, you and Emily both. So thank you, both of you. Um, and you can do it anytime during the day. So maybe give it a try of pausing in between the day, one or two times, and placing a hand on your chest, on your belly, and breathing, taking 3 deep breaths. That's it. And just tapping into that calm again. So, yeah, that is my invitation as we wrap this live, I think. Yeah. Okay. And if you guys have found this, live helpful in any manner, I would really appreciate if you guys, would be willing to help me keep these lives going. And you can do so by making a donation. Only if you feel called to, and only if you can. There is no pressure at all. Thank you so much, Sarah, for this beautiful, kind gift. I am so grateful to receive it. And I promise you it is going to go to, you know, bring that sense of calm to a lot of other people as well. Thank you, CJ. I am so happy that the space touched you positively in some manner. And I wish you that the kindness that you both guys have, rippled out, the drop of kindness that you have, I lost the English word, but yeah, that you have emitted from you is going to impact a lot of other people, and it is going to come back to you as well. So thank you. She just says, pausing until the clouds pass by. Yeah, you connected it with the first reading that we did today. And yeah, pausing in the awareness, and maybe not only waiting for the clouds to pass by, being with them as they are here, no matter how heavy they feel. So, yeah, Karen says, thanks so much. You're so welcome, Karen. And, if you're new to me, I would love if you guys can give me a follow, because I have a lot and a lot of more meditations, over 100 meditations. And I would love for you guys to check them out and see if anything resonates with you, if anything can provide you what you need. And for those of you who joined late or who would like to revisit the meditation that we did on today's Insight Timer quote related to, mistakes. So, and I would recommend you, repeating it if that is something that you struggle with, because the more you repeat it, the more it get feeded into your subconscious mind. So yeah, if you want to, you are welcome to, check today's live. Here, okay, give me a second to show you where you can find this live in case you missed it. And I see a comment. I'm just going to go back to that. Okay. Yeah, so you can go to my profile and go to this about section on my profile. Okay. Scroll all the way down, and at the bottom, you will see something like this. And here you will find today's live as well as all the previous lives in the series of Wheel of Wisdom. Okay, so yeah, and they would, today's one would be uploaded around 15 or 20 minutes later because it takes that much time to be uploaded. So yeah, you can check for episode number 138. Okay. And in case you don't want to go through the whole video, in case you're not looking to go through the meditation and just want to go through the readings, then I also upload a summary of this live within 5 or 10 minutes ending, within, the 5 or 10 minutes of this live ending. So yeah, you can go to my homepage on my teacher's profile on Insight Timer and scroll all the way down, okay? At the bottom here, you will see a group here with over like 108 people. So, yeah, so what I do here is after the live, I will share a summary of the meditation that we did, the name of the books that we read, and the readings. So you can read everything here and don't miss out on anything that we covered. And I also put some updates and everything there, in that little community. So yeah, I would love to have you there. And let me first go through the comments and then I will also like to share, take like 5 or 10 minutes to, wrap this live where I share with you all the resources that I've created for you guys so that, if this is what you're struggling with, you know where to go. Okay. So, yeah, give me a second to read the beautiful comments by Silverback and then we will dive into that. So, Silverback says, some luck, love, and good wishes, and health, happiness, joy, and times ahead. Hugs from Dublin, Ireland. Thank you, Silverback, for all those green, lovely hearts and all those blessings. I appreciate them. Um, Silverback says, give Anisha a follow and you shall be notified when she is about to go live. Yeah, so if you want to get notified, yeah, that is the way. And you will also get notified of all the things that Silverback mentioned. Thank you so much, Silverback, for sharing that. And Silverback says, all donations are always eternally welcome, always with love and sincere appreciation. Thank you, Silverback, for, saying all these things. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay. Um, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, about the resources. Okay. Namaste, Silverback. Okay, so there are three places where you can find all of my resources. Okay, so the first place is I just showed you guys where you can find my group right on the homepage of my profile on Insight Timer. So just above it, you will see a playlist section here. Okay, so I have organized all of my tracks in the form of these four playlists. Okay, so you can go to them and see which one, do you need right now. I'm not going to share a lot about them, but you can just, have a look after this live end of all these things and see if anything resonates with you. So that is the first place where you can find all of my resources. The second place is my courses section, so just nearby the home section, you will find the courses section. Here you will find 7 courses from me. Okay. Yeah. Silverback says which particular resonates. Okay, are you asking me or are you, telling everyone that, they can ask themselves which one is resonating with them, Silverback? Mm. Yeah, so let me know. Okay, just say. Okay. Okay, thank you for clearing. Yeah, so I was saying, so in the courses section, you will find 7 courses from me, and they are about okay, so let me show you like this here. So this one is about acceptance. I just shared that course with you. This one is about how to live with more presence, with more awareness, have take those little pauses and reconnect with yourself and life, be more present. Then, okay, thank you, Silverback. And this one is about identifying all the hidden limiting beliefs that are in your subconscious that are controlling your life without you knowing. Okay. This one is about how to find peace and awe and wonder and joy in your daily life without changing anything about it. And this one is about transforming your negative thoughts, so the whole step by step process inspired by a therapeutic approach, which is CBT, to identify, challenge, and replace them with more healthy thoughts. Okay. Then this one is about identifying the common, unhelpful ways of thinking that a lot of people have. And these are based upon, these ways have been derived from therapeutic approaches. So you can identify which ones do you have. And then I've included specific strategies to overcome each one of those. Okay. And then there is, I think this is the last one, how to stop chasing and start living. So if you want to get out of that mindset that I will be happy or peaceful or, this or that, when this happens, when I achieve this, when I have more, when I do more, then you can check out this course to shift your mindset from that. Okay. And in case when you check out, when you go to go to my profile after the session, after this live, and go through the playlist and courses, and in case you do not find what you're looking for, then the third place where you can go to, where I hope you will find what you need, is you can go to my profile, go to the About section, scroll all the way down, and here you will find a way to, talk personally with me. And if you need some additional guidance, support, because I'm also a life coach. So if you would like to, go in that direction, then you can check that out here. And you will also find some more things like my journey, who am I, what I went through, and everything. And I have some special surprise gifts for you here as well. So, yeah, you can check them out. So, yeah, these are the three places where you can find everything that I have to offer. And I hope that something resonated or something will after this live when you go and check them, check them out. Uh, Silverback says all top notch sessions. Thank you, Silverback. And I thank you all for, your patience, listening to me for this long time and for your presence, for all the lovely interaction, and for all the hearts that flowed in. I bow down to the divine within you all, and I will see you, I think after 4 days and at the same time. Okay. So I usually do these lives on alternate days, but I have something day after tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you back then. Okay. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thank you for all the lovely, emojis and, words, Silverback. Okay. Bye. Take care, everyone. See you in the gap, like David G says. Okay. Bye. Bye, Nakisha.